the Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal, and now it's time to get your portfolio queries answered because there are a plethora of funds available in the market to invest your hard-earned money in. But how do you assess which is the right fund for your portfolio? What are the criteria that one should look at to help you navigate through this maze? Today I have with me Shweta Jain from Investography. And in case you are watching the show and want to send us your queries, you can WhatsApp your questions on 865-797-4571. You can also email us your questions on themoneyshow@etnow.tv. Shweta, hi, good evening and welcome to the show. We have our first viewer connected, which is Mr. Rakesh Sharma. Mr. Rakesh, good evening. Thank you so much for sending us your questions, sir. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. I'm doing well. What about you, ma'am?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. I believe you are investing in SBI Small Cap for almost a year now, but there has been no significant gain, which is why you're confused as to make an exit from this fund or stay put, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Interesting question. And Shweta, since we are talking about a superb rally in mid cap and small cap, it's very important for an investor to understand and to have the right kind of exit strategy also from a fund. Shweta, so when you're talking about SBI small cap, what could be the major reason of underperformance as compared to the peers, and should Mr. Rakesh be exiting from this small cap category fund?
Hi, Kavita. Thanks for having me on the show. So, Mr. Rakesh has been investing for a year, and I'm assuming it's a SIP, if not a continuous investment at various levels. Now, SBI Small Cap has been a performer. Of course, it hasn't as done as well as some of the other schemes in the category. But I think giving it time is one of the reasons that we tell that, equity has to have at least 3 to 5 years of exposure. Otherwise, one will keep jumping from one scheme to the other and chasing out performance. That's not something that we want. SBI has a good amount of small cap, but it has close to 50% in small cap at the moment and about 10% in mid cap. So it does have large cap as well, which other schemes may have a little more exposure to small cap, and hence there might be a little bit of underperformance, so he's not seeing performance. I would request him to hold on to this, because while he's a new investor for the last 1 year, a lot of investments would have happened in the recent months and at various high in the market. So I would request him to hold on and not judge his scheme that soon. Some of the reasons could be it has maybe lesser small cap exposure. It also does have higher portfolio turnover ratio that we've seen. That could be another reason where we're seeing costs. But I would request him to hold on. It's too early to judge the performance just within a year.
Mr. Rakesh, is there anything else you want to ask Shweta?
No, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I have long
All the
vision.
best.
Actually, 3 to 5 years vision is there. Thank you.
All the best. We move on, and Shweta, next question is via email from Mr. Gopiraj. He's doing an SIP of 10,000 in HSBC Mid Cap Fund for 5+ years, and the returns have been moderate according to him. And now he's thinking of switching to a good mid cap fund, and there he wants to invest by SIP. So he wants to understand as to how can he select the right mid cap fund, and how can he track the compounding returns in the new fund also. And his entire corpus right now is in HSBC mid cap fund, and which is what he is planning to move to the new fund. So what should be his strategy?
So I think Mr. Gopiraj needs a little diversified portfolio, not just one scheme. Of course, there will be ups and downs in the scheme. HSBC Midcap has been a good performer, I would say, not just a moderate in the last few years. It hasn't been in the top quartile or the top couple of schemes, but it has done reasonably well. And investors are quite happy with the scheme's performance because they don't see it very volatile. Having said that, just having one scheme isn't really a great strategy. I would request him to actually have a couple of schemes instead of just one. If he's looking at mid-cap as a higher portfolio, as a core portfolio, he could look at Motilal Oswal mid-cap, which has been a top performer in its category, has done reasonably well, doesn't have a huge portfolio size. So a huge AUM under its management. So I would recommend that he could allocate regularly to Motilal Oswal via SIP mid cap. And I would also recommend that he add on a small cap if he is looking at better performance. So that's something that he could look at. I would definitely say that he needs 2 to 3 schemes. I would recommend UTI Nifty 50 as well, but I think he may not be happy with the performance of large cap if he's not happy with just mid cap as well. So that's something that I think he can. When it comes to calculating compounding interest, he can see a CAGR or an XIRR report. He could easily export his statements to Excel and do that. And that's something that he can do with his previous investment as well.
All right, so that's a word for Mr. Gopiraj. We move on to our next question, which is from Mr. Natarajan from Bangalore, Shweta, and he's been investing in ICICI Pru mutual funds through SIP since last 4 years, and he's received good returns, but now he wants to switch his entire investments and profits to Nippon, Mahindra or HDFC AMCs, specifically in mid-cap or small-cap funds. So I don't know if the strategy is really right, because he's just named us the AMC's names, and we don't know any, we don't have any scheme specific details out here. Although having all your money in one AMC is something that you should not be doing, definitely, and I think that's the only where we can, you know, actually try to explain him the strategy with considering the lack of details that we have of his portfolio, Shweta.
Absolutely, Kavita, agree with you there. ICICI is the only name that we can see, so I would definitely recommend if he's looking at small cap, he can add on a Nippon India small cap with maybe booking some profit, not all of it, because 4 years is still early in equity. I would still suggest longer tenure. So maybe a little bit, and he can start off with the Nippon small cap.
And also, why it is not important, or is it important? Maybe, you know, you can explain that better. To first look at the AMC and then choose the fund. How should be the strategy? Because over here also he's given us very specific names like, you know, HDFC, Mahindra and Nippon. So is that the right way of selecting or having a strategy, investment strategy?
So it really depends on the kind of investors, but broadly what happens is you look at a fund name and see how stable, how large, for how long it has been in existence. So some of these parameters where you tick those, and once you see those, you kind of see the fund management team, you see how long they've been there, and then get into scheme wise, you know, what has been the performance, what is the kind of mandate that they have they stuck to the mandate, risk adjusted returns, then get into sort of the numbers. So that's like a 3-level process that we do. But a lot of times what happens is with the newer funds, especially because they don't have that kind of a track record, right? They don't have that kind of AUM, etc. So what happens is we generally recommend that people stick to some larger names as a core part of their portfolio and explore the smaller ones as they grow, because then they sort of get into it early. And also sometimes it's easier for the smaller fund houses to come up with innovative schemes, or get into sort of get onto the bandwagon early, so to speak. So that's kind of the strategy we would recommend.
All right, I think with that it's a time up on the show today. Thank you so much, Shweta, for being on the show and helping our viewers with their mutual fund investments. And time to sign off, but I'm going to leave you with our WhatsApp number and email ID, where we are waiting for your questions to get your financial portfolio queries answered live through our experts. Goodbye.